I'm never going to be ready to reopen. There's always something more to do, but I just have to. So I will reopen next week, and I thought I'd give you all a quick tour of the new shop. Let's see. This secondary work area where I do barreling, and got lots of vertical storage space, massive air conditioner, which is kind of necessary in Arizona. Flexible airlines this time instead of black iron pipe. They're PVC lined aluminum, so flexible, easy to install, compression fittings, and they won't get a bunch of rust in them. It's my primary work area. It's a mess, I know. I'm going to spend the next week putting stuff away and organizing. Stuff I use, tools that I use on a regular basis. And then over on this side are tools I use a little bit less often. Let's see, I wish I could pan out a little bit more. Unfortunately, to get to any of the stuff up top, I need the 10-foot ladder. This is the parkerizing room. We've got, swing around here, the ultrasonic cleaner, bead blaster, oil bath, microwave if I have to do little teeny parts, parkerizing tank, utility sink I finally got in last week for rinsing, and then the massive sandblaster and vacuum system. Everything is plumbed for air. Let's see, next we have the paint room, and it's pretty barren. Pretty soon the walls will be covered with black dust from the paint. And, well, it's a paint room. Keep all the supplies. Air compressor room and storage for all my little nuts and bolts. Bunch of bins of screws and bolts from building the place. Let's see. Portable shooting table, which I'll be using more now that I can shoot on the property. Curing oven, mini curing oven, when I just have like one little part that needs to be cured. And a bunch of electrical stuff I haven't put away yet. So welding area, 110 MIG, 220 TIG, plasma cutter, which I'm not very skilled with, and rolling table, and polishers and whatnot. Still got to get the oxygen acetylene set up. There's the bandsaw, belt sander, more storage cabinets, surface grinder I use primarily for locking shoulders, and my tool collection. I love Milwaukee. A lot of the stuff I had to use to build the shop and working on the property, so its temporary home is here. The mill, lathe, and I went and installed a lot of auxiliary lighting in addition to these super bright LEDs. See, presses for, well, mostly for AK stuff, and table saw will probably end up in the tool shed at some point, but I've been using it a lot in getting the shop built. Photo area, got lights, walk-in vault, steel doors, and rack of stuff I haven't figured out what to do with yet. Some of ARS personal stuff. And I now, well, I got to get rid of all these bins. They don't belong here, but that's where all the customer guns are going to go while waiting for work. And then these are my ready bins for mail order parts. I try to keep several available on the wall here so I don't have to climb up into the attic. A couple of toys from Arizona Response Systems. And pretty good vertical space here. Anyone need a foul lower? I've got some. And let's see. Opted to go with the full bath on the off chance that I die and someone needs to convert it to livable space. And right now I have my industrial sewing machine stored there. If I ever get back into doing tactical gear. Full sink. Hi! Bins. These are like intermediate level. They don't go in the vault, but I have more of them than will fit in the trays in the vault, but not enough for the big bins up in the rafters. And finally, well, my cigars. This is the command center where I offend everybody on the internet. And again, excellent vertical space usage. And I always wanted samurai swords. I don't know what I'm going to do with them now, but it seems like a decent place to put them. And let's see, where is it? It's over here. Starlink internet. It's really good, except it won't penetrate the steel building. So I don't have Netflix in the house. We got to figure out what to do about that. I got the little relay here, but it doesn't seem to be working. And then the other door opens up onto the field. Right now we're running lure coursing, where dogs chase a lure, or they're supposed to. This particular dog is not. But we have people come from all over to race their dogs on our 14-acre field. And then down here we have a small 1-acre field, and we rent the fields out by the hour or by the weekend for events. And I don't know, you want to see the rest of the place? Yeah, this is the little teeny house, a lot smaller than my old one, but we're going to put a new house on this peninsula here overlooking the field after I sell the other house, because, well, right now I'm broke. Enclosed carport that we're using for storage of furniture that doesn't fit in the small house. I built this tool barn. It's amazing the number of tools that need to work here. And because I was running 2 properties, I had to buy extra shovels, so I had some at both properties, and now I've got twice as many as I need. This is an industrial or agricultural well, 140 gallons a minute. It's what we use to irrigate the field. And then there's a second well head over there for the house. And I built this hay barn. Well, I did everything except the roof. I did the struts or rafters or whatever, but I had somebody else actually put the roof on because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want it to leak. So that's Jesse and Colburn, my horses, and their stall area. And I gotta widen this driveway, but my tractor Gannon isn't wide enough to cut the hillside without being at an angle. Long story. When I sell the other house, I'm going to buy me a new tractor, or a different tractor. Moving from 1¼ acres in Surprise to 20 acres out here. It's been a 1.5 years of back-breaking work, but it's all going to be worth it. In 5 years, this will be an absolute gorgeous gorgeous farm. So Yeah, I'm gonna have the new house right here on this hill with the back porch extending over the peninsula, and I don't know if I can manage it, but if I can, I'm gonna have the porch become the roof for a covered garage for like the tractors and the sprayers and lawn mowers and other farm stuff. Yeah, there's my dinky little tractor over there. That's what I've been doing the last 18 months, and hopefully February 1st I will be back in regular business. These are the railroad ties that I salvaged from some of the material that was on the 20 acres, and eventually that'll be the backstop to my range. I can go about 200 yards on the property. There's plenty of room, and my neighbors are both like-minded, so that's not an issue. Okay. Got a new 400 amp service, so I now have about 3 times the power that I had at the old place, because I was sharing a 200 amp service between the house and the shop. And here we've got this area built up. Well, it was already built up. We just kind of leveled it and made sure it was packed down for the second building, which will be about 1/3 for my inventory, and then a 1/3, well, 2/3 for garage. I mean, right now we just park out in the middle, but so anyway, that's the new property. I'm pretty proud of it. It's been a lot of work, but there's a lot more to be done. And right now, weed control is the nightmare. I put 20 gallons of Roundup down 3 days ago, and it doesn't seem to have done a darn thing. Back door of the shop, I was wiring the lights yesterday, so I haven't put the ladder away yet. Anyway, that's that.